There's probably nearly universal agreement that museums exist to tell stories of individuals, their communities, nation states, the globe.
With learning from the past to reimagine what the future looks like, we can begin to act in a thoughtful and considered way. So thoughtful in the respect that we are making sure we are aware of the full impact of the choices we make, but also the choices we have available, and considered in terms of weighing up what our opportunities are, what our challenges are, and the directions that we are presented with.
A lot of the conversations that I've been involved with recently are with senior leaders and managers in the heritage sector in the UK and a bit internationally, trying to wrap their heads around how they square the need to transform and adapt and transition to new ways of being and caring for their heritage assets with core conservation principles, which say we're here to protect and preserve everything. And so there's a sort of culture change piece which is starting to happen.
And that may mean, though, that museums themselves are going to have to sit down and think about their vision of the future and what their mission is. And I think that can begin by museums starting a conversation internally where they start asking the question, why are we doing what we're doing? What changes do we want to affect? What are our non-negotiable values? So I think if museums start looking a bit inward, looking at their own vision and missions, and then couple that with the notion of developing a new narrative with their communities, we have a great advantage and a great potential in beginning to address this climate crisis that's now in front of us.
What's starting to happen is a recognition that, if heritage is going to be managed adaptively and really creatively, that some of the existing policy and regulation isn't really fit for purpose. And so there needs to be some more expansive understandings of what counts as value and significance, for example.
There's a fundamental playfulness that we can tap into in the cultural sector, which I think allows people to maybe move from a point of chaos and fear into something more purposeful, positive and connected. And we're living in a hugely divisive time, so we need a lot more of that.